Hello, this is Gudrun. I recently made a video about the women's conflict caused by unhealthy male energy. So I just had 3 minutes and it was too short, I confess that, so I want to make now a longer explanation about that because the issue is extremely important. And if we can see it in the world and us, in our relationships, we really can heal the world. It's extremely important to understand the female and the male energy. So, the cosmic principles, it's a law. It's not something in my opinion, in my mind, or something what I read. It is how it is, and it creates life, it creates the whole world. The female energy, a pole, is the space. The receiving part. It's often very emotional, very flowing, creative, intuitive, soft, and it's receiving. The male energy enters a space. It's penetrating. It's a very fast and more like hard power. It's often rational. It's more like easy to find a decision. It's going for it. It's very active. It's also that this male energy needs a space in order to unfold their power and transform, or change, and to unfold their power, their purpose. For example, we have the sky, this is female, the space, and we have the sun, the male aspect. So the male aspect, like the sun is shining out of itself. So it's radiating and entering the space of the sky, and there it can unfold its healthy power. It has the space. What would the sun do without the sky or without the space? Nothing. It's impossible. So the space and the matter and the space is always playing together. And this creates life, this creates forms, changes. When you have the earth as a female aspect and you put a seed inside, the seed will grow and become a plant, nourished by the female, by the space, by the earth. What gives space for transformation, for growth, for unfolding. And with that, the male and the female aspect play together and create new life. The moon is female because it doesn't shine on their own. It's like more like darkness, and then the shining sun gives them the shining power. My English, you know what I mean. So it shines because of the sun, but not because of the own light. So the female is more like this darkness, like a womb, and then the male aspect is what penetrates it. I don't really need to explain our bodies because the female aspect is incorporated in the female body. You know how. And the male aspect in the male body. So when they come together and create new life, the man is entering the woman, right? The seed is entering the egg, right? So the male aspect is entering always the space, the female aspect, and then there the transformation, the growth can happen. So without this female and male aspect on the world, there's no life. If everything is neutral and equal, the same, like how can we create life? How it's possible? Without a space and something what can enter the space. Right? The whole game is not possible in this earth, in this life. So it's important to see both aspects, and they have the same value. One is not better or worse than the other one. This is very important to understand. Also, there's no judgment or blame and that somebody is wrong and somebody is right. Okay? Because when I talked about the responsibility of the man in the last video, a lot of people misunderstood it. They thought I would like to blame the male people for their energy, or say just they have the responsibility and the women not. Of course not. Both have responsibility in a relationship and in the world. It's just different kind of responsibility. So, if you have the women, the space, and you have a man, it is very important how the man approaches, like enters to the woman. There is a collective female pain caused by unhealthy male energy. This is a fact. So when you look into all those generations, there were always abuse of the femininity. Women got forced to marry, women got raped, and it's still the same, yeah, in a lot of areas, or like even here in Germany, everywhere. So in some parts of the earth, women are very suppressed. Women are not allowed to decide on their own, yeah? And women didn't have the same rights, yeah. So all this pain, women experienced through violence the whole time in mankind, because they were physically not as strong as men and don't have the same energy. So it's easier to abuse them. And they experienced that. The women experienced it. And their pain is collective now. It is in the collective. So every woman now and man, even if they didn't experience anything like that in this life, need to deal with this collective pain because it's there. It is a part of our consciousness. So this is one thing, yeah, kind of pain what is in every woman. And this also led them to the, I would call it toxic femininity, what means they try to be like men. Yeah, they try to go in, how do you say, competition with men. They fight with men. But why do they do it? They do it because of pain and because they want to protect themselves with that. For example, a man would approach me with aggression and he would like to enter my space mentally or physically, what I don't want. Yeah? I would set my boundaries and say, okay, I just don't want that in my space. Yeah? But please leave me alone. If the man wouldn't do that, what can I do? I could just go in my male energy and fight back. Yeah? And then the man would complain and say, okay, she's fighting with me, or like it's her fault. Yeah? So the clear responsibility of a man, and I said that last time, but I say it now like in the whole context, is to enter the space of a woman in a way she can open for and she agrees with. To approach a woman with violence and own agenda against her will is not okay. So, this is one thing. Now, of course, also the woman has responsibility, and a lot of you are really good men who don't have the intention to harm a woman, who don't want to hurt a woman and really try their best. And you would say now, okay, I did everything. Yeah, I really did everything to help that woman. I really mean it good with her. I didn't approach her in any way what is not appropriate. So, and then you're disappointed because the woman doesn't embrace you how you are. She doesn't help you expressing your feelings. You don't feel supported by her. You just feel rejected, or you feel manipulated, or you feel that she projects her shit on you. Yeah. And unfortunately, of course, this happens. So when a woman has a certain pain inside her, and she closes. And then she goes into her male energy and fights with any man because she had a trauma from before. Then she would fight against every man who approaches her. So even if you're a man with good intention and you treat her well, she still would project her own pain and her own negative energy in that way on you. And she doesn't see you how you are. And she can't embrace you, and she can't really let you inside her space. So that's her unhealthy female energy then. And she has the responsibility to take responsibility for her own pain and doesn't project it on you if you don't harm her. She has the responsibility to, if she goes into a relationship, to communicate her issues transparently from the I perspective, tells you how she feels, what her needs are, and how you can approach her that she feels safe with that. So it's a dance. It's really like that she gives you the invitation, she tells you what she what is okay for her and what not, like what is healing for her. And then she can also she can embrace you in her space and can also support you and can embrace you with all your emotions as a man, with anger or sadness, so that you can show yourself as a man to her and go in real connection, in real communication. So all those fights between man and woman are so much easier to understand when we see this female and male principle, how she is receiving and her responsibility in that, and then the man, how he enters a space. So if you see as a man there's a woman who is very hurt, then either say, okay, like I really love her, I really want to help her, so communicate that. And if you see that she takes responsibility and invites you in a way with responsibility, and you find a way like together, even if it's not easy in the moment, then it's worth it to keep going. But if you see that she takes revenge now and wants to harm all men because she got harmed, then it's not the right thing. Yeah? Then it will become toxic. So both have responsibility. Yeah? But when you understand how the female and male aspects work, you can find a way easier, you can handle each other way easier and understand, by understanding. Also, it's a very important aspect that everything is like yin and yang. So all women have also their male aspect and all men have also their female aspect, of course. So in myself, there's a very strong male aspect. I think I even know my male aspect better than my female aspect. And that's healthy. It just becomes unhealthy when I stuck in my male aspect and just fight with men because of my hurt. Then it's for me blocked myself because I can't flower in my female energy. So the important is that we work also on our own male or female aspect. Like I with my male aspect and you with, as a man, for example, with your female aspect. And when you can see that, feel that inside you, like dance with yourself, you also will be able to find a partner on the outside who is resonating with your female or male part, and to find the right partner you can heal with. You can live those female and male principles. Yeah, I really hope that you understand that, because imagine that men and women step into healing together, and the women in their female power, the men and their man power, like male power, how the world will change and become healthy, actually, because there's so much aggression between the genders. It's sad. The unreleased emotional processes destroy so much, like in the people, in the environment, and the whole world. So also the healing of the femininity from all this pain from the past is very important, and will completely create another world, the balance between both. If you are interested in those aspects, if you want to do a shamanic or tantric individual training, you can contact me. All informations are on the website. And I hope this time you really understand and get what I want to say. So yeah, I wish you a deep healing, I wish you blessings and much love.